Hey Young, my name is Joseph Marshall. I'm a Hupa tribal member, born on the Hupa Valley Indian Reservation, grew up here all my life, went for a little stint out to HSU. So yeah, my father's from up here in Hupa and is from downriver, and my mom is from upriver, Karuk Indian, so Hupa, Yurok, and Karuk. My mentors was Lauren Baumlin, and we'd talk a lot about different things, and we'd kind of observing things and just seeing, as I was growing up, just a loss of culture, and things were kind of just eroding away, and then you're looking around and looking at the different elders and stuff and saying, oh man, something needs to be more, something needs to happen more. It was like, it's kind of like a basket that holds water, you know? It was like, in the water is our culture, and there was like a tear in the basket, and we was just losing so much. And so, okay, what can I do? Reversing some of these things that with the oppression and the genocide and all the different negative things that we were facing and the different challenges. That warrior spirit really was what it kind of, we're trying to ignite and try to get people to like do a little more, be a little healthier, you know, and try to make a positive impact. But I do believe we had this warrior spirit, you know. You read stuff in the back where they would go up on to the windy points and stay up all night, or they would jump in these certain water to test themselves. They were always ready, you know. I mean, they were always ready, like for hunting and defending themselves. Very balanced. So I know that we had this kind of a warrior spirit, you know, to test ourselves and and to push ourselves into uncomfortable situations, and to always be ready. Is like, you know, through genocide, and, you know, like we lost 90% of our population, you know, and they kind of getting beat down, and really like that level of fitness and feeling good about yourself kind of was the beginning of this kind of igniting this warrior spirit, and like knowing that you could do more, kind of what it takes to stand up and kind of dust yourself off and keep going. And I felt like kind of like that was the missing piece for our community, is to strengthen that warrior spirit, strengthen ourselves. You're kind of got to constantly kind of feed too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like once you take your foot off the gas, you just like you got to kind of be doing it all the time. You know, always got to be ready. You're trying to find this line. You know, you're trying to navigate this this path. You know, try to be righteous. You know, try to have these values. But it's not the easy way. You know, as you grow up, man, you fail, you fall, you make mistakes, you mess up big time, and but you try to learn from those things and correct those things, and keep moving forward. And I think that is part of the warrior spirit too. So also noticing certain things that were like being lost, and so like coming down to the fundamentals of things. So like making fire was one of those things. Like there's not a lot of people that know how to make fire, or brain tanning leather, or making obsidian, or doing the traditional sweat house, and the certain things like, or, you know, jumping in cold water like we used to do, or fasting. So it's all those things that are kind of really general. We try to do stick games. Stick games is another one that's kind of like, it's been hurting. So that's a big one for the warrior spirit, you know, for testing your spirit and your strength and your mind. And like they say in the culture, that the stick games help balance us out. Because there was a point where we were going to lose our culture because we weren't following the ways the right way, and the gods were going to take it away. And so they had a stick game, you know, and the ants came down and helped us, and, you know, play against thunder and lightning and all those things. So we humans won the stick game, and with the help of the different animals. So we got to keep our culture. So that's why they say the stick game helps bring balance to us. Because if we weren't trying to test ourselves and make ourselves stronger, we'd be weak, and we could be taken advantage of at that point. So I think the stick games, people who are training that, help keep us sharp. You know, help keep that edge. You know, help balance that out. You know, because we are peaceful people. You know what I mean? So you do need something to kind of strengthen it up. So yeah, the stick games is like one of the greatest games out there. You know, and it's like a hidden gem. But yeah, it's pretty dynamic. kind of, we have a lot of defaults that are kind of negative, and it's just not just here, it's just kind of like human nature. So it's kind of breaking a lot of those bad habits and trying to go to this higher self, trying to evolve, you know, through humanity, you know, and so yeah, I love to see people like when they're all fit and they're doing good, and then they're starting to mentor other people, you know. It's kind of going along like a pyramid, you know. It's like kind of spreading out.